Guys, it is happening. I am so excited to share this news with you. Hi everyone, I hope that everyone is staying safe, and I am just so happy to share this video with you. So if I'm really excited, guys, it's because truly I'm excited. Saya is making a little special appearance in my video in the back. So as the headline says, guys, I quit my job and I am backpacking Africa. Oh my god. How exciting. I'm so excited. I want to kind of, you know, tell you guys, give you all the tea, because I know a lot of you guys have lots of questions right now on what, how, diamond, what, you know. So this video is going to be all of that. So I'm going to kind of start off like, you know, what inspired this trip, because the thing is that I've traveled a lot of places, but to be honest, I've never really stood long term. The most that I have stayed long term was about maybe 2 months, and even so, you know, that's not really long term, especially when you travel a long way. So you spend 30 hours on the plane, you know, to be somewhere for a week. It kind of really doesn't make sense. So I kind of, first of all, so many things have happened, and if you guys looked at my old video, you see that my fiance and I, we broke up. So during that time, you know, it was so difficult for me to kind of figure out, you know, what I wanted to do. I originally wanted to do this before him. Okay, so let me rewind. Rewind. So as I've told you guys numerous of times that, you know, I started my journey with traveling in college. So when I went to college, I got the passion of traveling. After college, I said I wanted to do a backpacking. Like this is something that I wanted to do, but originally it was supposed to be for Asia. So I had a one-way ticket to India after college. And I had gotten out of college in like May, and my one-way ticket to India was like in August, just so that way I can, you know, patch some things up and things like that. But I had gotten a call for a job. So, you know, after college, you know, sometimes it's like really difficult to find a job. So I felt like, man, like this is a great opportunity. I should take the job. But I still was like, in my mind, I kind of was just like, you know what, I'll just work for a little bit, and then, you know, I still have until August. Let's see where things go. So I went and I was working, and, you know, I really loved it. It was in my field and it was great. And then I met my ex-fiance at the job. So, you know, we kind of started to date and stuff like that. And then I was just like, oh man, like I'm gonna have to break this guy's heart to let him know that, you know, I'm leaving in August and I might be gone for a couple years, because I had no idea like how long I'd be gone. I'm such a free spirit. I was like, this is just what I'm gonna do. So what wind up happening is I wind up not going, obviously. I wind up being like, you know what, you know, I got a good job. I really like this guy. Like I fall in love with this guy, you know, like I could always go travel, but you know, how often is it to find the love of your life or something like that? That's how I thought, okay? If you are in this situation, go. But that's how I thought. So I wind up not taking the trip. I wind up canceling the ticket, all of that good stuff. So it kind of like always inside, this is why it's better to, you know, go live your life and the best that you can, because, you know, you don't ever want to live with but what if. And that's kind of how I lived. I lived if, but what if I would have taken that trip? What if, how much different would my life have been, and things like that. So what I wind up doing is I I kind of got depressed. Like I was like really depressed. Like I felt like, yeah, I was still traveling, but I was like going away for like a week or two, and by the time like I've gotten comfortable in the country, boom, it was already time to come home. And I never wanted, you know, for travelers out there, I don't know if you get like travel depression, but you know, I would come home and be like, oh, like, you know, I just wish I was still out there and things like that. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, my ex-fiance, he wasn't a big traveler. So we just, it was never just like, you know, let's do this together. And then the times that, you know, he did travel with me, you could just tell he was so out of his comfort zone, and it's just something that just was not for him. So what ended up happening is my friend, she graduated with her master's and she decided to backpack Europe. And you know, I kind of was a little jealous. Like I said to her, I was like, oh, I'm so sad. Like I wish that, like, you know, I wish that I would have done that. Like that was my plan and blase blase. And at this time, you know, I had moved on with my life and, you know, had a baby and all this stuff. So, you know, it wasn't, to me, it felt like it wasn't possible. So I watched her do her journey, and, you know, I loved it. Like, I was like, wow, like, that's just like amazing. So one day I had a conversation with her about it. Like I was like, oh, you know, like I just wish that I would have done that. And she was like, well, why don't you? And I was like, well, you know, like, you know, I have a baby and I'm in a relationship and all these things. And she was like, so? And then I looked at myself and I was like, yeah, what's the excuse? For real. I was like, you know, but he doesn't like traveling and it's just really not ideal and things like that. And I was just like, yeah, I hear myself making excuses. So one day, you know, I expressed to him that I was really depressed and that I felt that I wasn't living my dream, and I felt like I was living his dream. I felt like I was, you know, being the housewife, which is something I never really wanted to do, be the housewife, and, you know, he does what he wants and he lives his best life while I'm like trapped here. I just felt very unhappy. So I was just kind of jokingly saying to him like, oh, yo, like we should just like rent our house and travel the world. And he was just like, yeah, that'd be really dope. That's all I needed, y'all. That is all I needed. I started planning. I was like, we are doing this. But I guess he wasn't serious when he said it because he took it back. Sorry, guys, the train. I'm outside. I'm trying to give you guys nature vibes. So he kind of took it back and was like, oh, no, like, that's not something I really want to do. But I was so hung up on it. Like, I was like, damn, like I really want to do this. Like I'm like really excited and it sounds like a great idea, and like my hopes are already high. Like I've already been planning it. So I was like, you know what, that's fine, you don't have to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I am gonna do it. So he kept going back and forth like, yes, I want to do it, no, I don't want to do it, blase blase. But then we wind up breaking up for other reasons anyways. So after we broke up for any reasons, I kind of felt like, wow, like what am I gonna do now? You know, like I lost everything, and I was like, you know, like what am I gonna do? Like, am I gonna take this trip? What's gonna happen? So, you know, after long depression and all of that stuff, I wound up picking my face up and I was like, I'm going on this trip, okay? So then I booked the plane ticket for Saya and I April 30th. And unfortunately, due to COVID-19, that did not happen. So can you imagine, guys? Like, I was crushed. I was so crushed. I was like depressed. I was crying every day. Like, I can't believe this happened. Like, I can't even go on this trip. And ah, man, but only God, like, only if I knew that that was a God's blessing and that was a door opener for me. So as I was at home, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna build my brand, Jewels on the Run. You know, I had old videos that I had already taken that I had content to post, so you know, that was good. But I was like, you know, I'm gonna build Jewels on the Run. So I created, you know, jewelsontheRun.net. and I really worked hard on the website. And then, as you guys know by now, you know, the DJ Khaled, LL Cool J, Timbaland thing happened. So that was like super exciting, and I was like, oh my god, like me like really focusing on Jewels on the Run is like, you know, opening a lot of doors for me, and more people know about Jewels on the Run now more than ever. And it was just like such a beautiful thing. So I like forever, like I am like blessed, and everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that, and I am just in such a better place, and I'm just so happy. And for all the people who commented and reached out to me with me going through, you know, my my breakup and things like that, like I love you guys and I really appreciate it. So since I decided to make that decision that I was gonna get up and, you know, move to Africa and backpack Africa, guys, I've been selling everything. Like, it's been such a bittersweet. Like I've sold my couch, I've sold everything that I could possibly sell. I have sold. Here's a clip where these are the boxes that I have left to put in storage. I think I'm gonna sell this table. I thought that I was going to keep it, but I think I'm actually gonna sell it. Why am I holding on to it? What's the reason? So I think that I'm gonna sell that table or give it away. And these are the only boxes that's left. Guys, before the boxes was onto the ceiling. It was all the way to the ceiling, and this is all that I have left during this moving process. It's kind of crazy. The real friends come and help you. Hey, you sad? I'm leaving. But we're gonna turn up soon. Soon. Guys, look at all this stuff that I am bringing.
The pile is swallowing.
Yes. Oh my god. But look, guys, it's calming down. We getting somewhere. This is some stuff that I'm bringing to the kids in Zimbabwe, basketball and things like that. There's certain things that I'm bringing with me. These boxes are going into storage. I'm taking this with me. Guys, look, it's happening. It is happening. Trying to pack some more stuff. It's like, how do you know what to bring with you? This is Saya. She's ready to go too. Yes, baby. Be careful. 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 I already have Saya's bag packed. I have my bag packed. One of my bags. I'm bringing 3 bags. I also have an extra suitcase here just in case I need it. Guys, this is real. It's happening. It is happening. So don't judge my craziness appearance right now, but guys, I'm like sitting here reflecting on the fact that I'm moving. Like, I have like such like bittersweet memories, you know, like right now I'm in my daughter's room, and I'm sitting here like, wow, like my baby was like, you know, she was born here, this is the house that she first came to, like, you know, I'm really excited about the future, and I think that this is definitely needed for me, but I'm just kind of like reflecting like, wow, like this is happening. I remember being so excited to move into this house with my ex-fiance, and you know, now, as many of you know, we're no longer together, and this feels like a big chunk of my life is going to the past, and it feels really good, honestly, guys. Like, it feels super good. So as you know, that I'm in the moving process, so I've been getting rid of so much stuff. Thank God for Facebook Market, because I've sold so much stuff. I have my baby's crib. So this is her crib right here, and it's a really nice crib, and I paid a lot of money for it. And I'm thinking that what I think I'm going to do is I think that I'm going to find a like a single mom or something like that and just give it away, because it makes no sense for me to keep the crib. Some of the stuff that I do have I've put inside storage, things that are like really valuable to me because obviously I don't want to lose it, but most of the stuff that I have I've let go. Like, guys, I've just let it go. Like, I've sold it. Some stuff I've given away, like, and it feels so amazing. It feels so great. Like, it feels like, wow, like I'm starting a new life. Like, it feels so amazing. And things that obviously don't feel really amazing for me to let go, I'm gonna keep. But I am starting this new journey, and you guys are a part of it with me. And yeah, oh my god, oh my god. I'm reflecting, I really am. And I thought it's so crazy because I thought that this was going to be like a really emotional time for me because I'm kind of basically letting go of everything. And it doesn't feel that way. Like, it really genuinely feels so bittersweet. Like, it feels so great to just let this stuff go because material stuff does not define me. Now, granted, there are some things that I've sold that I'm like, no, like guys, you know, all those shoes that you saw in my background, guys, I let most of them, well, I sold most of them, and that was really hard for me, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was really hard for me because that is my stuff. Like, that is that's my baby. Like, that's my stuff. That's all my shoes. But that doesn't define me. It doesn't define me, and I have a new purpose in life. And, you know, I've kind of let go of all the, like, toxic things around me, including my ex. And now I'm just sitting back like, okay, this has to happen. In order for you to have the journey that you want to have, you have to let go of these possessions. And it sounds harder than it is. It really does. Because when I let it go, it's like I kind of get like a sense of relief, like one more thing down. So the goal is that I'm going to finish getting rid of the stuff. I already got out of the whole house. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, and out of the whole house, I've gotten rid of, I would say 80%. I feel like 80% is a good percentage. I've gotten rid of about 80% of the stuff in the house. Guys, you have to understand, I had a lot of stuff. I feel like I was a hoarder. Like, I would not get rid of stuff. Like, why did I keep so much stuff? Especially the attic. The attic was the worst to go through. But I did, and I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff, and now I feel like I'm like cleansing my life, and I'm really excited to go around Africa and find the best place for me. And it's gonna be amazing. And all of this stuff you can repurchase. All these things, like, you can just repurchase and start over. And I'm hoping that in the future, when I do start over, it'll be like, you know, maybe, who knows, guys, maybe with a good husband this time. I'll try not to pick wrong this time. And then, you know, I do want more kids in the future, so I can repurchase cribs and all these things, like, but as of right now in my life, like, I want to let it go. So yeah, so I just wanted to touch base with you guys and tell you guys how I'm feeling during this process. after just getting rid of everything, you know, I plan on renting my house because that's going to help me survive and things like that. So I'll have some rental income to, you know, help me and Saya while we're out there. I've been reaching out to a lot of people, other YouTubers and things like that who are in Africa, different places, and I want to meet up with them and things like that. I am just super excited. Like, I cannot explain to you guys how excited I am and how excited that I am that I'm going to share this journey with you. I am going to film everything. If you are in a country in Africa, please comment, reach out to me. I would love to meet you guys. I would love to share experiences, and you tell me what do I have to see in your country, and what is the most exciting thing about your country, and what should I know, and things like that. It's been a really exciting journey. COVID, you know, is coming to, I wouldn't say it's coming to an end, but it's being more controlled. So I do feel safe traveling soon and things like that, and I'm currently just working on finishing some things in the house and, you know, painting the house, making sure that everything is fresh for the tenants that are coming in. I'm working on finding tenants and, you know, packing, guys. Like, packing is the hardest thing throughout this whole journey, because how do you know what to pack for such a long lifetime trip? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, it's been crazy. I already have 3 huge bags packed. Like, I'm gonna pay so much in baggage fees, it's gonna be ridiculous. Like, I don't know what to pack. I don't know what to bring. What is the best thing? What do you have to bring? I got my mosquito net on deck. I got my mosquito repellent. That I ain't playing with. But it's been difficult. It's been super difficult trying to, like, narrow down. Like, I just want to take everything, but obviously I can't. But it's super, like, oh my God, guys, I am excited. I did quit my job, and thank God, you know, everyone at my job is, like, super cool and super understanding, and they're rooting for me, and they're like, you go ahead, girl, like, you go out there, you do your thing, you make a name for yourself. So it was, like, nothing but positive vibes and, you know, excitement and things like that. And I'm just following my dream. If you are a person who wants to follow your dreams, but you are scared, maybe you're in a relationship that is not working out for you, but you're scared to leave, or, you know, you have a child, or, you know, just don't make excuses. Just go for it. Whatever that may be, if that's traveling, if that's dancing and singing and anything, playing an instrument, anything, like, if something makes you happy, you should do what makes you happy and don't settle for less. So with that being said, guys, I will see you guys on the other side of the world. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting me. Please look at my website, www.julesontheRun.net, or follow me on Instagram at Jules on the Run, Twitter, all of that. My Snapchat is Jules on the Run 1. I'm going to be showing a lot of footage on Snapchat, and that's going to be footage that you're not going to get anywhere else, because it's just kind of going to be in the moment. And I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.